In this AP calculus or calculus problem from our IT website, we have a problem that states that find the area of the region enclosed by the following curves. And the curves are, the first one, the function is y equals to e to the power of x. The second one is y is equal to x squared minus 1. And you have to look at two more lines that will cut off this curve with the shape, determine the shape. One is x negative 1 and the other one is x equals to 1. So if you do the graph of each function, you will have the graph that looks something like this. So we have e to the power of x, y equals to x squared minus 1. So this point right here is negative 1. So right here I have negative 1. And then this point is 1, 0. This point is negative 1, 0. And the point where these two graphs intercept, the graph of e to the power of x and x equals to negative 1, you have x is equal to negative 1 and y is equal to e to the power of x. If I place x negative 1 here, I get y at this point is equal to 1 over e. The point right here would be negative 1 and 1 over e. So to find the area between the two shapes or two functions, you would have to find the integral with the limits that are provided by x functions, which is negative 1 and 1. And then you have two functions. One is on the top, e to the power of x dx, minus the one that is at the bottom. So I have the same limits, negative 1 and 1. And the bottom function is x squared minus 1 dx. The integral of e to the power of x is e to the power of x. And then we have limits of 1 and negative 1. And the other function is 1/3 x to the third minus x. And again, the limits are 1 and negative 1. Now, if I plug in negative 1 and 1 into my final result, I will have e to the power of 1 minus 1/3, 1 to the third power plus 1. So that's going to be for the first one. Minus, and then I have to plug in negative 1. So I have e to the negative 1 minus 1/3, negative 1 to the third power, and plus negative 1 for x. If I simplify, I will get e minus 1/3 plus 1, and then minus 1 over e. Then I have a negative, a negative, and a negative, so that will give me a negative 1/3. And the last one, I have a negative and a negative, so I only have two negatives, so that will give me a positive 1. So the final result is going to be e minus 1 over e. And then we have negative 2/3 and plus 2. So the final result in this problem is going to be e minus 1 over e and plus 4/3. And if you have to calculate the final value of this, we will have 3.683736 as the final answer.